What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a sketch illustration of a rhino. Now we're going to begin today's lesson by blocking out the basic shape of our drawing. Let's move to a side grip. Using the flat edge of our pencil, let's start on the top left side of our page and draw a circle. Starting from the very top, just going to lightly work our way around towards the bottom of that circle and bring that back up towards the top. Now from here, we're going to start building out some guidelines. Let's start from the bottom of that circle, sketch a line going out toward the left, then all the way across towards the right side. Let's add another guideline on the left side, coming all the way down towards the bottom, and going up towards the top. Let's go to the top of our circle, sketch a line going up and out across the back, and then on the right side, angle this down towards that center line. Now from the bottom, we're going to angle the head coming down towards the right side. So with a straight line coming all the way down to right about there. And then flatten off the end with a straight line coming down towards the bottom. Now you want to take this same angled line along the bottom going up towards the left. And then from this point, angle the neck coming down and out. Now that we've laid out the proportions, we're going to go back and add a second level of detail. Let's locate the ear. From the center of that top circle, we're going to go up and over towards the right and sketch a smaller circle for the base of the ear. Let's go to the center of that circle, angle the ear going up and out across the top of the head. From the top, come down, and then just bend that back in towards the center of our circle. Let's go back up to the top, curve across, and then bend that down. Let's tuck the right ear in behind the head. So we're going to start on the side, angle this up and out with a straight line, curve this down, and then back in towards the head. Let's go back to this point and sketch a straight line coming all the way down towards the bottom of the head. Now we want to place the eye along this line. So starting right here, draw a circle going all the way around and then back up. And we'll draw a smaller circle in the center. Now we want to round out the bottom of the head. Starting from the bottom of this line, round out the bottom, and just pull that up on the right. From the edge of that curve, draw a straight line going up towards the top of the head. Now let's block out that large horn on the front of the head. Starting from this point, curve this out, and then up towards that center line. Come down, and then just bend that back in towards the inside. Let's add a smaller horn along the top. Starting from this point, angle this up and out. Angle this down and in, aiming towards the top of the eye. Now from here we start refining the shape. Let's start from this point. We're going to curve the back going up and then out. Let's go down to the bottom of the neck, curve this down and add a fold, going back up. And then from here, curve this up and then bend that out. Let's add one more fold, coming down and then back up. Let's go to the bottom of the head and add in the nostril. Start with a short line coming down, and then from the top, draw a straight line going out toward the left. Connect the ends with a straight angled line. Now I'm going to add a seam across the edge of the head and neck. Let's start from the top left side of the circle, go across, and then bend that down toward that center line. Pull this forward towards that line, round out the inside coming down towards the fold. And then we'll round out the edge of the jaw. Starting from here, start by going up and bending that in. Go back to the bottom, round out the jaw, coming down, and then back across. Let's add some shape to the eye. Starting from the top, curve this across and down. Go straight out towards the outer circle. Go back up to the top, come around the right side, and go straight out. Let's round out the bottom of the eye with a curve, coming down and then up. Now that we have a rough sketch, let's go back and lightly erase some of these guidelines. And now that we have our clean drawing, let's go back in with the tip of our pencil and start refining the shape and adding some details. Let's start with the top edge of the eye. And round out the top, coming down along the outside. And just round out the front and bend that out. Let's darken up the bottom of the eye. I want to create a highlight along the top edge. Just going to pull this up to right about there. And then we'll fade out that shadow. We'll darken up the top and then just fade that down towards that highlight. I'm just going to move to the side edge of our pencil and add some folds, working our way around the eye. Just going towards that outer circle. Adding some thick shadow lines. And work our way across the top. Just going to add a darker fold along the top of the eye, and then just pull that in. Now we're just going to move to the outside and add some shape to the head. Starting along the front, going up towards the ears, and adding some shape to the horns. Add a dark fold along the inside and shade that in. Just add a little bit of shading along the base of that horn. And just working our way across the front horn. I'm just going to add some folds across the front of the head. From the base of that horn, coming in. And we'll just work our way across the profile edge, coming down across the nostril. And coming down towards the bottom. And we'll move back and start working in the jawline. I'm going to go back to the tip of my pencil and add some more detail to the nostril. Just adding some folds on the outside. And then we'll darken up the top and then gradually fade that out towards the bottom. And moving back up to the top, we're going to add some more shape to the ears. Starting with the outside. In towards that center point. And adding that fold. I'm just going to darken up the base of the ear along the inside and then fade that up. I'm just going to shade in the outside of the ear. Now, just like we do with the eye, we're just going to start to add some folds around the base of the ear. Just roughly blocking these in. And we'll fade that out. Just going to darken up those folds. And then using the side edge of our pencil, just going to lightly add a shade to the inside of the head. So we'll start with the neck area. And this will sort of help reduce some of those guidelines inside. Now going in and adding a second level of shading, starting with the horns. Just going to darken up the tip and work our way down. Also adding a little bit of texture along the inside. I'm just going to lightly shade in the edge of the horn, down towards the bottom. And darken up the front of the head, and then fade that across. And we're just adding a little bit more shape to the head by adding these shadows. And go back to the tip of our pencil and start refining our shadows and adding a bit more contrast. Now we're just going to roughen some of those wrinkles and scales along the inside of the head. I'm just adding a simple crosshatch pattern across the body to add a little bit more texture. And as we get closer to the end of our drawing, we'll tighten up our shadows and add a little bit more texture, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of a rhino. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. You can also drop your requests in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.